And good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. I'm Brent Apperson.
I'm Jack Simpson. Good morning.
Good to have you with us as we open things up on this Thursday. Probably the first order of business here is to let you know that they are continuing road work along the shoulder right by our drive into the parking lot here at KCNI KBBN Radio. In fact, we're kind of coned off a little bit coming into the parking lot area. So if you were thinking of visiting us today and it's not important, we would probably encourage you to just put that visit off for a few more days as they continue road work right in front of our parking lot here at KCNI KBBN Radio. Maybe you were thinking of coming out and picking up a prize that you've won recently. Maybe pick that up in future days once we get things open up here a little bit. So I just want to give you that update. Of course, Jack will be out checking the currents for you at 8 o'clock, and we'll kind of see how the traffic is moving. Looks like they're already doing the one-lane road by this section at this moment. So keep note of that. And again, we encourage you to drive safely as the construction continues around the Broken Bow area. Again, great to have you with us here on this Thursday. Hope you had a great night. Did we get any rain last night?
I only had a trace, but it looked like we got quite a bit in Broken Bow this last night.
Oh, okay.
So,
but not too much, if anything, measured here at the studio.
No.
Okay. I was wondering. I didn't know.
Yeah, it looked a lot like there was more rain in town than there actually was, I guess. So.
All right. Well, hey, guess what? A lot of area schools have started or are starting today. So what we do here on the Breakfast Show is we bring you the school lunch menus. So let's get going. We'll start you at SEM today, where it's a hot beef sundae on the menu today at SEM.
At Sandhills and Dunning schools, they will be doing hot ham and cheese sandwiches today.
All right. Litchfield today looks like a turkey sandwich for lunch at Litchfield today.
All right, let's see. At Gothenburg Public Schools, they will be doing the Grill Station Combo Grilled Chicken Sandwich Basket. They'll also have their made fresh barbecue chicken pizza, freshly baked turkey and cheese sub. They'll have a taco station, pizza bowl, snackables, and Uncrustable cheese and cracker platter.
At Ansley today, popcorn chicken bowl, mashed potatoes, and veggies on the menu today at Ansley.
At Arcadia today, it's Hamburger Helper.
All right, looks like Loop City gets started today at Brent's Alma Mater. Their menu today will be hot dogs or hamburgers at Loop City today.
Callaway is getting started today with hamburgers.
All right, Thetford today, walking tacos on the menu today at Thetford School.
At Arnold Schools, they will be starting today as well with a hot dog on a bun and macaroni and cheese.
All right. To Owen and Paisley and Monroe, Pappy says happy first day of school in Arnold today. So I think they're excited to get back.
Yep.
A lot of kids are. All right, those are your school lunch menus. Let's go to the Prairie Pioneer Center menu for today. Breaded pork chops, mashed potatoes and gravy, beets, dinner roll, and dessert. That's your menu today at the Prairie Pioneer Center in Broken Bow. Again, if you plan to join them for lunch today, they always appreciate a call ahead of time. If you can call by 9 a.m., they would appreciate it so they can make the appropriate arrangements. Number to call is 872-6121. Of course, they do handle delivered meals as well, so if you're interested in that, the number again is 872-6121. All right, let's see what today is. Today is National Wiffle Ball Day. A backyard summertime staple, the wiffle ball was invented by a dad in Fairfield, Connecticut back in 1953. He designed the hollow ball with holes in it so it would curve easily and not hurt so bad if it hit him. By the way, the name wiffle ball, and I didn't know this, the name wiffle ball comes from what his son called a strike when the batter whiffed on a pitch.
Huh.
And there you go. That is the history of the wiffle ball. Today is also National Tattoo Removal Day. Here's your chance to undo that terrible decision you maybe made back in college. So there you go. And I was tempted to ask Jack if he was going to celebrate that today, but I've decided to not go there.
I don't have any tattoos, so
neither do I. I always wanted one around my arm. You know how they do the barbed wire around the arm, make you look tough.
Yep.
Then I realized that they'd be lucky to just get even one barb on there. And I'm like, man, just a straight line across my arm may not make me look so tough.
I do have mine planned, though. So.
Oh, really? Oh,
yep.
Okay.
I am going to, they're going to be memorials, so they're not going to be crazy. So on this arm, I'm going to do a Navy anchor with USN and my grandpa's dog tags in it.
Oh, okay.
And then on the other arm, it's going to be for my grandma. I'm going to take like a country cross and some boots in front of it. So
okay.
Both grandparents. Those are my tattoos that are planned.
That's a nice way to remember them.
Yep.
So now, do you have a day planned for this or this?
Not yet.
Okay.
But they're in my mind.
I see.
So.
Are you scared?
A little bit, yeah.
I see. That would be me. That's one of the reasons I don't know. I'm scared to death to get one.
That's
so.
Yep.
Anyway. So yeah, it's a National Tattoo Removal Day. Let's see. Anything else? It's World Lizard Day today. Giving props to all the good stuff lizards do. So there you go. Some of the things we are celebrating today. Good to have you along. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Dustin Hoffman. Those are your answers. Again, an employed actor is desperate for work, so he disguises himself as a woman and gets a role in a soap opera. Who plays the lead in this winning award movie? Tootsie, Bill Murray, Robin Williams, Al Pacino, or Dustin Hoffman?
All right, if you know, give us a call, 872-2801.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
It's the best start to my day.
Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow is proud to have the services of Dr. Sextro available for our patients. He provides clinical and surgery services, including orthopedic consults for fractures, ligament injuries, sprains and strains, swollen muscles, Achilles tendon injuries, shoulder injuries, dislocations, and carpal tunnel. To tackle your orthopedic needs, visit or call us at Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow. You can also learn more online at melham.org.
Broken Bow, it's time to cruise. Thursday, August 21st from 5 to 8 p.m., we're celebrating the brand new Smooth Road in Broken Bow. Grab your crew, shine up your car, and roll through town. While you're out, listen for special promotions from stores and restaurants on the square and all over Broken Bow. It's the perfect night to shop, dine, and cruise in style. Cruise the Bow, Thursday, August 21st, 5 to 8 p.m. Don't miss it.
All right, we have our contestant for the game on the line. Good morning. Who are we talking to today?
Good morning. This is Mary.
Well, hi, Mary. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
We're doing really good here. All right, here's Jack with your question this morning.
All right, an unemployed actor is desperate for work, so he disguises himself as a woman and gets a role in a soap opera. Who plays the lead in this award-winning movie, Tootsie? Was it Bill Murray, Robin Williams, Al Pacino, or Dustin Hoffman?
Dustin Hoffman.
There you go.
Way to go, Mary. And we're going to put your name on a gift certificate to Ortello Dale here in Broken Bow. So, well, when you can and maybe when the construction isn't right in front of our parking lot, we'll encourage you to come on out and pick up your certificate. We'll have it waiting for you, okay?
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
You bet.
Have a good day.
Hey, thanks for calling. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
Yep, you're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right, 7:48 is the time. Good to have you with us on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Great visit on the Breakfast Show with Brent Kirkpatrick, who was representing the Broken Bow Athletic Booster Club yesterday. And they are getting ready to present once again this year their fall sports kickoff event, an opportunity to introduce all of you to this year's Broken Bow fall sports teams. The event will take place at Kincaiders in Broken Bow. An early start time this year compared to prior years. So we want to emphasize that. We're going to be starting at 5 o'clock with the event on Monday, August the 18th. So it is open to the public. You're encouraged to come on out and enjoy the festivities. KCNI, KBBN Radio will be there. We've been asked to serve as the MC again this year, so we'll be visiting with players and coaches of all of the Broken Bow fall sports teams, talking about the upcoming seasons. And we will also broadcast those interviews and the event for you on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. So if you can't make it there in person, we'll have it for you live on the radio on KBBN. Again, the start time will be 5 o'clock on Monday, August the 18th. They'll also be serving a delicious pork sandwich meal. I think for $10 is the cost of that, and that'll be available for you. So when you get off work, come on out, have a bite to eat, and enjoy listening to the players and coaches of this year's Broken Bow fall sports teams. We'll be doing that on Monday, August the 18th. Also, this isn't necessarily sports related, but it is a programming note that takes place on Monday, August 18th. Nebraska Governor Jim Pillen always does a monthly call-in radio show sponsored by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association, and that is scheduled to air on Monday, August the 18th. So we will plan to air that for you like we always do on KCNI, 1280 AM and 96.3 FM, starting at 2 o'clock on Monday. So a couple of notes there. We, of course, are getting ready to cover the fall sports season. Yours truly is kind of swimming right now, trying to realize you've got a lot to get done in a couple of weeks. But, wow, 2 weeks from tonight is going to be our first broadcast of high school sports. We'll plan to be in Hershey 2 weeks from tonight when the Broken Bow volleyball team starts its season against the Lady Panthers of Hershey. So we look forward to that. And then, of course, can you believe it? 2 weeks from tomorrow night, we will start our high school football coverage.
Crazy to think.
Here we go. And, of course, the Huskers are getting ready to start their seasons as well. The volleyball team will start on August 22nd at the First Serve Classic, which is being played at Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln. So, wow, 22nd, that's a week from tomorrow.
Yep.
And just so you know, we will broadcast the match for you on KBBN 95.3 FM, and that'll be on August 22nd. They also play Stanford on the 24th. We'll broadcast that match for you as well on KBBN Radio. And then, of course, the Nebraska football team, many of you know, will kick off their season on August 28th when they take on Cincinnati and Kansas City. And once again this year, KBBN 95.3 FM is your home for the Huskers. We'll have every Husker football game for you live on the radio starting with August 28th. So that is what's coming up. Coming up next, though, here on The Breakfast Show is the Dave Davis Auction Service and Farmers National Report. We'll get to it in 30 seconds.
Putting up a lot of hay requires a big-time machine. The ZR5 1200 self-propelled baler makes quick work of any field while offering an unprecedented level of operator comfort and maneuverability. The ZR5 1200 self-propelled baler aims to reduce the number of steps an operator must complete to make a bale, while providing the ability to automatically make real-time adjustments based on field, crop, and operator inputs. Interested in checking out the ZR5 1200 self-propelled baler? Stop by Power Solutions, your local premier dealer, 2 miles east of Broken Bow on Highway 2, or give them a call at 308-872-5522.
Good morning, everyone. This is Kathy Eberly reporting for Dave Davis Auction Service and Farmers National Company. To start with Dave Davis Auction Service, we are having an auction this Saturday, August 16th, starting at 9 a.m. It's for Shirley and the late Gary Smith's auction. The location is 42343 Road 808, Anselmo. So from Myrna on Highway 92, you go west 6 miles and then north 4 miles to Road 808, and then west 3.5 miles. And we will have the Dave Davis auction signs out, and lunch will be provided by Vita Fells, so the food will be amazing. So some of the some of the things on this sale are: there's a 2004 white XLT Ranger pickup. It's a 4x4 high miles. There's a 2016 Ford Mustang Silver 30,400 miles, very sharp. There's a a convertible that was a convertible, and then there's a 2012 Lincoln MKS silver 4-door, and that's sharp. John Deere 3010 with loader bucket. There's a 3-point John Deere 506, a 6-foot mower, a 3-point John Deere 115 blade, a John Deere 7-foot mower bar, a John Deere 130 riding lawnmower, a John Deere yard cart. There's a Dempster paddle and handle, a 10-foot single axle trailer, a Craftsman shop tiller, iron wheels. There's 2 buggy wheels, antique corn sheller, Coleman air compressor, antique 2-wheel wooden spoke cart with an old cedar. There's glasses and AM mugs and KitchenAid mixer, a Victoria Creek Neighbors book, a Myrna Heritage Memories book, pocket knives, watches, old buttons, marbles, several sewing things. There's a Winchester Model 97 12-gauge shotgun. There is a brand that's UT on the whole left side. There's several other items that I'm not mentioning. You can see this wholesale bill at our on our website, or you can stop in the office and get one. But that is going to be this Saturday, starting at 9 a.m. Please bring your lawn chairs because it will be at the property's location, and that's 42343 Road 808 Anselmo. If you have any questions, please call Jim at 870-1785. Going over to Farmers National side, we do have a new listing at 1039 North K Street. The living room is full of sunshine with lots of windows. The kitchen has ample cabinets and counter space. Appliances are staying with the home. There's 3 bedrooms and 1 full bathroom. Laundry room is located on the main floor with extra storage. Washer and dryer are included. Has a partial storage basement, attached double car garage, underground sprinklers. Roof, gutters, and gutter screens were replaced in 2018. It's a very private backyard with mature trees and a utility shed. That's located at 1039 North K Street. At 305 South 10th Avenue, we do have a commercial building. It's a great location with lots of possibilities. It's got 1,280 square foot office space up front and 1,920 square foot for storage warehouse with full basement in the back. This is zone commercial. It's at 305 South 10th Avenue. At 512 Sioux Lane, we do have a listing. It's a split-level home with 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom upstairs. Kitchen has dining space on the side with a black door going out to the deck. The lower level has 2 more bedrooms, 2nd bathroom, family room, and laundry room. Family room has built-ins on the side. It's got newer vinyl windows, oversized single-car garage, no back neighbors. This home is located at 512 Sioux Lane. At 1040 South 7th Avenue, this is a ranch-style home. The living room has a large picture window and original hardwood floors. Dining area is open to living room and kitchen area. Kitchen has a wood burner stove on the side. Main floor has 3 bedrooms also with original hardwood floors. You have a walkout basement, has a family room, 2nd bathroom with laundry, office space, and storage room. Large fenced-in backyard. The guys will love the huge garage that has a heater. It sits on a very large lot with extra space for a garden or for parking trailers, campers, or boats. It's move-in ready at 1040 South 7th Avenue. At 530 North C Street, this is a one-owner home. It has just had a large price reduction. It has been lovingly maintained and is in impeccable condition. Huge great room is ideal for everyday living or hosting. Kitchen has an island, stainless steel appliances, coffee bar with wine cooler, a walk-in pantry, and beautiful cabinets. The large primary bedroom offers a walk-in closet as well as an ensuite bathroom with dual sinks and a walk-in shower. 2 additional bedrooms and 2nd full bathroom are split from the primary bedroom at the opposite side of the home. The laundry room is conveniently located coming in from the oversized 2-car garage. It's got an unfinished lower level with 9-foot ceilings and roughed in for a 3rd bathroom. Don't miss this rare opportunity at 503 North C Street. And at 218 North 9th Avenue, this home has nice hardwood floors and living and dining rooms, breakfast bar in the kitchen, 2 bedrooms, full bathroom with shower, storage basement, detached garage. That's at 218 North 9th Avenue. I think that sums it up for this week, and I hope to see you all on Saturday. Thanks for listening, and have a great day.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Kremlin officials have been talking about the format for tomorrow's Trump-Putin summit in Alaska. CBS's Nancy Cordes is in Anchorage.
They say that Presidents Trump and Putin are going to meet one-on-one first with only their translators present before the meetings broaden out into a wider group.
4 people now confirmed dead in Tennessee's devastating floods. CBS's Nicole Valdez from Chattanooga.
Areas of I-24 were under several inches of water. Nearly 60 cars were at one point stranded on that major freeway.
A passenger came to the rescue when a drunken man on a Breeze Airways flight broke out of his restraints after he shouted racial slurs and waved a skateboard at the crew.
My son was on there, and there was other kids on there, and so I just had to, sit him down.
The flight from Norfolk to L.A. made an emergency landing in Grand Junction, Colorado. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Oh, no.
Ah, that's the sound of someone who's misplaced
my debit card.
Their debit card.
Where did I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use Card Lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and that sound? That's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, to check you have your phone first, before the cab pulls away.
Hey, thanks, man. No, wait, my phone! Come back! It's my boarding pass, credit cards, phone numbers, my life! Come back!
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Here's a look at Nebraska news. In a story released by KNOP, the North Platte Police Department, along with law enforcement agencies nationwide, will participate in the U.S. Department of Transportation's National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over initiative, a high-visibility drunk driving enforcement campaign. According to a press release from the North Platte Police Department, during the 2023 Labor Day holiday, 311 drivers were killed in traffic crashes. Police said 35% of these drivers were alcohol impaired with a blood alcohol content of 0.8 or above. Officers want to stress that drunk driving is not only illegal, but highly deadly. The enforcement began Saturday and continues through September 1st. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's news source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monty Bolaños.
It was a Jackson Holiday kind of night in Baltimore.
Here's the set and pitch, and that is lined down the right field line. Fair ball. This is going to head towards the right field corner. Moore comes over to get it. Here's the relay throw. It will not be sent forth. It is a walk-off double. Finally, the Orioles get a walk-off win. It's courtesy of Jackson Holiday.
Orioles radio network on the call. They snapped the Mariners' 8-game winning streak, coming out on top 4-3, while the Astros topped the Red Sox 4-1. So Houston has a 1-game lead on Seattle in the AL West. The Angels completed a 3-game sweep of the Dodgers as Logan O'Hoppe hit the go-ahead 2 RBI single in the 8th inning. They held on 6-5. San Diego defeated the Giants 11-1, so they have a 1-game lead on the Dodgers in the NL West. Michael Harris II hit a grand slam, and the Braves erased a 6-run deficit to defeat the Mets in New York 11-6.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. A heat advisory begins at 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon and continues until 8 p.m. tomorrow night. Mainly clear skies today with daytime highs approaching 93. Southerly winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies tonight, slight chance for showers. Lows dip down to about 69. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Designed with pride, sold with integrity. That's Palmer Monument in Broken Bow. Their staff is trained to assist you in the decision-making process. You'll know you're getting a result built from the very best workmanship and the highest quality of materials at Palmer Monument, Broken Bow.
8:06 is the time. Good to have you with us here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. I believe Jack is outside to give us a report on the conditions. Jack, what do you see?
For construction-wise, it's mainly up past the Berean Bible Church a little bit. I cannot really see towards the other side. I think they got a stopped arm over there. It's beautiful, though. 69 degrees outside, mostly sunny skies, a few light clouds in the air. Winds out of the southeast, 10 to 20 miles per hour. Barometric pressure at 29.89. Humidity 89%. In the last 24 hours, picked up a trace of precipitation, but no measurable. The precipitation for this month at 67 hundredths. High yesterday of 87, overnight low of 69. Sunrise today was at 6:46, and sunset today 8:38.
All right, Jack. Thanks for the report.
You're welcome.
Geez, I don't know what button to push. What in the world's wrong with me? I shut my own mic off instead of Jack's mic. Good to have you with us. We are live in the studio. Brent, joined by a good friend of ours we haven't seen in a while.
No, we haven't. I haven't been in most of the summer. I think Aaron's been doing most of the work with that, So just the way our schedules and busyness, it's worked out that way. So it's good to see you.
Yeah, it's great to see you. Andrew Mason is here with Rise Rehab and Performance. First off, we appreciate the performance you made kind of weaving through the construction and getting into the parking lot to be with us in the studio today.
That's
so
right.
Thanks for maneuvering.
Yeah, you guys almost need four-wheel drive to get into your place here now. But it'll be worth it. It'll be nice out there.
It will. It will be worth it. We appreciate the work that the construction workers are doing, and the turn lanes that they're going to be putting in, especially at this intersection with Memorial Drive and the Callaway Road and the highway. Yeah. I think everybody is very excited about that. So
yeah. I live up, the Anselmo area, and so I'm up and down this stretch every day, pretty much.
Yes.
And so that'll be awesome to give some freedom there, so people aren't so congested and worrying about. Should I go or not, or what's, watching for all that. Yeah, it gets a little dangerous at times.
Yeah, it does. So we appreciate their work. Well, let's talk about Rise Rehab and Performance. Lots of times we'll kind of get you off maybe what you wanted to talk about, Andrew, because we'll start throwing questions your way, and we'll try to do that. But let's start with just you sharing what maybe was on your mind and what you wanted to share with our listeners today.
Sure. Yeah. I think, the biggest things are, in physical therapy world is that we just, especially in Broken Bow, which is a rural area, obviously, is we just see a big variety of stuff. And we almost every day still have cases where people come in and they say, I didn't realize you saw that. Or they might be there for something else and they happen to notice another patient that's dealing with another condition, and they'll be like, I didn't realize you guys saw things for that. So anything from pediatrics to sports medicine to elderly care to headaches and post-concussion, all these different things that potentially will affect function, kind of anything that affects function, movement, being able to do your job at a level you want, anything that's, pain obviously is a big factor in that, but it's not always pain. We have cases where people come in and they don't have any pain. Maybe they've, had a concussion and they're just having difficulties moving and processing and getting back to where they need to be. A lot of post-op cases, and that can be, right out of the gates after a surgery within days, or it could be maybe 6 months to a couple years. You get some of those cases that something didn't pan out the way, or they're not walking as good as they thought. Everything went fine with the surgery, but I'm not moving as good as I want to, or once I got back to work, I realized I was having more difficulty than I thought. So anything like that, there's always it's easy to come in and kind of chat with us and say, hey, this is what's going on. What can you do for me? And so we see that a lot. So just kind of keep that in mind that, for sure, if you're not sure and you're having trouble with something, just let us know. So, or just come talk to us, I should say. So, yeah. The other thing I would say, you kind of mentioned, we got fall sports coming up here.
Yes.
Is, we always kind of have a steady stream of a variety, but then we'll have some upticks, and usually it's when sports start. And so that's mainly because it's a change. And even though these kids are active and they're doing things all summer, a lot of them are, that increase in volume, that increase in reps when these volleyball and football conditioning and practices start, sometimes means, the knees or the hips or the shins start hurting. Sometimes it's even with the younger athletes, the ones that aren't quite strong and conditioned enough, like the junior high athletes and the freshmen, sophomores, that kind of thing. Parents out there, talk to your kids and see how they're feeling. Sometimes they're not real vocal until it gets to the point where they're just hobbling and can barely, and coaches out there too. I think a lot of the coaches around here were great about talking to their athletes and making adjustments, with practice or in weights classes and those kind of things. So they're all great to work with. And so yeah, getting on top of those things early sometimes is a big helps to make sure that we're not, pulling kids out of sports, and they're missing half their season or whatever because they just can't even go. So if you kind of get on it early, we try as best we can to work with the athlete, work with the team, work with the coaches so that you're backing off a little bit in practice, or maybe you have to miss one game or something like that. So, but you're not just completely out, those kind of things. So yeah, that's probably the seasonal current thing right now is I'm always just kind of waiting right now. We have a few people already, unfortunately, but there's always a few that kind of pop up on the radar whenever you have a new season starting. So yeah.
We hear this discussion take part, with athletes for sure, but really just with anybody, and that is, are you hurt or are you injured?
Yeah.
I assume that can be a tough thing, I would think anyway,
Sure.
to kind of determine, right? And with your experience,
exactly.
I'm sure that you can give a good assessment of where that line is.
Yep. And I think you see that across the board, whether it's athletics or anybody in a job, or we see that with farmer ranchers, because there's just chores that got to get done. In athletics, it's like you don't want to miss practice, you want to keep going. So there's this like, I got to do this and this on a daily basis, but I'm having trouble. And so that process can take shape different ways. It could be you come talk to us and we do an assessment and talk about what's going on and figure out what level are we at. Are we at a level where we're just kind of like inflammation and tendonitis level, or are we worried more about something more significant and we're going to say, hey, I think you need to go see a doctor, or maybe even a specialist, an orthopedic specialist. I actually had a lady here not too long ago that is kind of in the semi-retired, but is on her own on a farm, and got to get the chickens fed, got to get the animals fed, got to do my chores and mow and take care of everything, and then also do the housework and all that. And she's got some shoulder issues, and she's gone through that process of, I had an MRI, I talked to an orthopedic, but we're not talking surgery yet, but they referred her to therapy. And right away, this goes right in with what you're asking, is like, okay, she asked, which was a great question. She's like, I don't know if I should be pushing or not. Should I be pushing through and getting it stronger and saying, no pain, no gain? And for her situation, being an older individual, the answer is no. We need to, most of the time, we know that you potentially are playing with fire. And she was most appreciative of just the education of the perspective of where her shoulder fit in the scheme, compared to a high school pitcher who they put in a few games of pitching and maybe more pitches or whatever, and then all of a sudden they got a sore shoulder. That situation is different than somebody who we know probably has rotator cuff wear and tear and arthritis in there, and it can just keep getting worse if you're trying to lift things repetitively. So that's a big part of it. I mean, I remember that session when she came in, we really didn't do much more than just like talk and explain the situation, and we looked at models and pictures and just sort of the knowledge is power kind of a thing. And then you start getting into, okay, here's what's our plan going to be. But initially, like it really makes a big deal to like just help educate people on. That was her biggest. She was excited to leave, even though she got some news that like, well, you're going to have to change some things, and you can't just keep doing the things you're going to do, and you can't just push through it hard and hope that it's going to get better. But she was kind of felt empowered because she at least had some understanding of what her boundaries were. So yeah.
Another question that I had for you: we talk about high school athletes a lot, obviously, and adults. What about those? I'll put the age at. I was going to say 5, but let's go 10. 10 and under. Yep. Lots of time we think, oh well, they're 10 and under. There's nothing wrong with them, Right. But there can be, right? And I'm sure you deal with some of that.
We do, yeah. And it's some of the same stuff we have kids in that elementary age that are getting into more organized sports than ever before. Like when we were growing up, probably there was a little, get together in the sand lot or in somebody's yard and throw the ball around a little bit. Now they're full pads and they're having practices and they're doing, they're running conditioning. My son is sixth grader, and he's going to be playing football, the Little League football at Ensemble Myrna, and he was running in the yard doing some sprints last night, which was fun to see that he was getting excited for it. But yeah, you see the same sort of things. You have a young body that is developing. Sometimes their feet are outgrowing their bodies. Some, like my boy, he's gangly and not real strong. But so those imbalances of forces can definitely start to create some problems. Sometimes you're, from a parent standpoint too, you don't start to learn about your kid until they start to get active in these things, and then they start to say, well, my foot hurts or my whatever hurts, and so then you start to be like, oh, I guess we got to start looking at these things. And so we can definitely help with that. We sometimes even just get referrals like, hey, will you check out this person's gait, and do they need orthotics, or what do you think we should even do here? We're not at the point where they're in a ton of pain, but there's something on the radar there that let's look at this. And sometimes that's worth a look to the doctor or to a physical therapist, when you've got a young athlete that you assume they shouldn't have any troubles at all because they're young and they're growing and they're pretty resilient, and most of the time they are. But there's a little bit like, okay, well, what's going on there? Maybe they have particularly flat feet, and so there's things that, like, we talk to parents a lot, like, okay, this isn't too bad now, but like, watch this, for this particular kid, we want to watch this or that kind of a thing, because this is what I'm seeing with them that might be a little different, and sometimes we'll say too, okay, well, these elementary volumes aren't crazy, and once they get going, and they're handling it better, it's okay, but like, watch when they go into junior high, and we'll see that we'll kind of keep this relationship with athletes and with families, really, because you're kind of there as they're sort of like, I'm going to run this by Andrew and see what he thinks. I have parents come in like that, like, hey, we're going to try this, or, we started this and he hasn't done it before, and this, so those things are great and that's part of the fun of the small town communities. You start to build these relationships from a young age, and then you can track them all the way up through. So like, when you see some of these kids in high school that are graduating, I kind of think back to like, oh yeah, we helped them with this, and this, and they've gotten all the way through and everything. So it's kind of fun.
So when school starts, do you deal with shoulder injuries because the backpack weighs like 50 pounds and you've been throwing it over your shoulder? I don't know. Do kids still? I mean, the backpack was the big thing for me, especially when I was in college. Are backpacks still a thing? I don't even know.
They are. I mean, all my kids have them. What's funny you say that, because before we moved to Broken Bow, I worked at the University of Nebraska at the health center there, and we actually saw a lot of like upper shoulder, neck, postural stuff. The college is a little different, I think, than around here, because you pull up to the building or your parents drop you off, and you really don't go very far with it. I know at that college level, you look across campus and you'd see they'd have their whole everything for the entire day is on their backpack, and you'd have these sometimes tiny little girls that would have about 2 foot sticking off their back, and they're just hoofing around, so I haven't seen too much of that around here, but that makes me think of that, is that we definitely saw backpack issues, and we would have to educate people on how to properly wear a backpack, which seems kind of odd, but when you're talking, it's the same kind of thing though. It's something that's an out of the ordinary stress that you're not used to, that you have to build up to. And then you're talking about like, managing your day on, maybe you don't want to bring every single book with you every day kind of a thing. So, but my kids definitely all have backpacks. They, seems like they do some stuff on the tablet at school a lot, so maybe they don't have as much books as before. So I don't know. I now that you got me thinking about that, I'm gonna have to pay more attention to that this year.
There you go. Well, let's see, as we kind of wrap up the discussion, is there anything else, Andrew, that you wanted to mention? I
don't think so. Yeah, just the big thing is just, if you have a question and you're curious about something, come by, give us a call. We can always just set up a free session too if you just have questions. I mean, or if you walk in, and if we have time, a lot of times we don't, but the gals up front can help set up a time if you want. So yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Great to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. Have a good day.
Rise, Rehab, and Performance, our guest on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Get ready to relive the good old days at Pizza Hut in Broken Bow. Thursday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., it's 1980s Throwback Thursday with unbeatable retro prices, like a medium one-topping pizza for just $5.99, boneless wings for $4.99, $2.49 personal pan pizzas, $1.99 breadsticks and cinnamon sticks, and fountain drinks for only 75 cents. Don't miss your chance to enjoy the classics. Just remember, it's dine-in or carry-out only, and 2 items plus a drink per customer. Swing by and taste the savings at Pizza Hut in Broken Bow.
Life moves at the speed of light. Don't let pain put you on pause. At Rise Rehab and Performance, we believe everyone deserves to feel their best without pain holding them back. Whether it's recovering from an injury, managing chronic pain, or just getting back to doing what you love, our expert team is here to help take the first steps toward healing. Personalized care, cutting-edge treatments, and results that speak for themselves. Rise Rehab and Performance. 872-5800. We rehab, you recover, then rise.
Don't let falling behind on your spraying affect your yield. Now is the time to book fungicide and insecticide applications on corn and soybeans with Aero Aviation. Not only can you fight disease, but you can improve plant health at the same time, increasing yields. Easily control insects like grasshoppers, rootworms, beetles, and western bean cutworms with the help of Aero Aviation. Call Casey, Melissa, or Kim with Aero Aviation at 308-872-5113 to talk about your options.
John here with Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers, informing you that now might be the best time to get a value for your recreational land that's really not adding to your bottom line. That's right. Your land could be of major interest for that person looking for quality deer hunting, waterfowl hunting, or whatever the recreation is. Call me, John Farley, and take advantage of a time with very little inventory on the market. I would be happy to give you a no-obligation opinion of value. Check me out at LashleyLand.com.
All right, we're back on The Breakfast Show, 23 minutes past the hour of 8. Good to have you along, and we have more guests in the studio. The Clang Gang is here.
Good morning.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
Hey, we're good.
Well, first off, I told Andrew this, but thank you for navigating your way into the parking lot and making it here to be live in the studio, because it's a lot more enjoyable to visit with you in person than on the phone. Not that we don't enjoy that too, but thanks for making it in here.
Yeah, progress is always a challenge sometimes, isn't it?
It is, but when you start to think about the end result, it makes you just take a breath and realize, this needs to be done.
It'll be worth it.
It will be.
You know, I normally don't come in with James to do radio. I try to skip out on that. But today he said it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, Steph. I don't know if we're going to make it in the parking lot. I'm like, oh, can I come along?
Well, there you go. Well, we're glad you did.
We may have to park somewhere else and walk. I'm like, oh gosh, well, this will be a challenge. So that's why it got me in the door. I don't know, maybe that'll be helpful.
Well, that's
people
good.
might want the challenge.
She's always up for a challenge.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, I assume there have been a few challenging things.
Absolutely.
at Clang Financial recently with everything going on around the world, huh?
Things have changed a lot. And I think even locally, you know, James has been driving for a little over a year now to our office in Kearney. And a lot of people don't realize there's even an office in Kearney. But yeah, he's been busy with that. There's an agent that we need to hire there. So that's kind of a big deal. And just managing both. And we feel like now we're in a position where the office here in Broken Bow they can basically run it. We just have really good people there, so we're blessed with that. But doing a lot of traveling. And I was thinking as I come in here, I'm like, you know, you could easily just be overwhelmed and your mind could be full of other things. And then I got this Callaway Courier out as I was waiting that I didn't know existed.
You have a nice selection of papers here.
Yeah. It was really nice to set out there. But on the Callaway Courier, it looks like on the Worth Repeating from the collection of Pat Young, it's called Lament. And it says, I love my bifocals. My dentures fit fine. My hearing aids are lovely, but I do miss my mind. And I thought, oh gosh, I feel like that today. Sometimes you get so busy that you just kind of like, where
those are a
does
lot
the
of
time
things that you hear a lot. People mention a lot when you deal with Medicare.
Absolutely. Yes.
Those dentures and hearing aids and
bifocals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to be on Medicare to be using bifocals, though.
No, you don't.
I'll raise my hand on that.
How many pairs do you have laying around?
Well, I just had these. This is it for me. Yeah, but
good for you.
And I love. I was scared to death about bifocals. And I fought it for a long time. And finally, I'm like, no, I'm going to do it. And oh man, I'm
so thankful.
So thankful,
I know.
especially. When you're calling in my case, you're calling a game, and then you're trying to look down at your stat sheet.
Sure.
Oh, it was awful.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So this helps there. The one thing, though, you see how far I am away from the computer screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So I'm right at that bad spot, where you either have to lean way back to see it, or you have to lean forward and look down to see it. But
I feel like everything gets further away as I get.
Getting older is fun, isn't it?
Oh, it's just great.
Yeah.
But as we get older, we need to be prepared, right?
Right.
Financially and insurance-wise.
Protection.
And you guys can help with all of that.
Absolutely. Sure. Out of our office, and I think we feel so blessed being part of the Broken Bow and Custer County community. Most of the business, most of the people coming through the door are referrals from happy clients, and we are just blessed because of that, and we love the community here. But yeah, I think one of the reasons why people refer people to us is we care about our clients. We want to take care of them. Not just financially or protection-wise, but we ask about their family, about their life, what's going on. We want to get to know them, and I think that's everybody wants to be cared for, and I do. And so I try to do that with my clients. I'm not the best at it. Tim Moran and not just because he's a pastor, but he's an agent out of our office. He does a great job of that. He's a great counselor. And that rings through when he's sitting down with people. They feel cared for when they sit down in front of him.
But I think he wants to know, though. I think he has that heart of, I really want to get to know people, and I want to care for what's your next step in life, or where do you want to go from here. And sometimes it's just starting a plan, and that's exciting. It's exciting to be a part of someone's life. We've been in the industry, and James is about a year away from 20 years. And so you think back when you wrote those first plans for the people that were, gosh, I don't know if I can put $20 a month away, James. And James is like, it would really benefit you, just do it. And now you're doing those reviews, and they're like, gosh, thank you so much for just pushing me a little bit to encourage me to do it. And that's, I think, half of it too, just coaching people through what they need and what would help them plan for the future. Yeah. Medicare, or if it's retirement. But I think the biggest thing that I want to touch on is that in our office, we'll try to help you no matter what, but really the atmosphere there is of integrity. And I've heard conversations that I get kind of giddy and excited about where, one of them was with Tim Moran, where he's like, gosh, he'll review something with James on a client, and he'll say, I just don't think this is the right thing for them. This is what they want to do, but it would put them in a tough spot. So I just don't think that's a good thing to do. And for me to hear that he's so concerned about their well-being because, we're commission-based. We get commissions for what we do. But if you're so concerned about someone else, then you're not concerned so much about your commissions. And I think that starts with responsibility of planning for yourself. So if we didn't do a good job planning ourselves, being accountable for our expenses at home, the type of residence we live in, and what we're spending on our vehicles, and just in life in general, we wouldn't be able to pass, I think, that sort of atmosphere on to those that come in our office. And that's the biggest thing I see happening in Broken Bow, and hopefully will happen in Kearney. I was doing a lot of complaining this last month about Kearney because James said...
Is this confession time?
It is, because remember when you said, Steph, I know you like your country home, but we may have to be in Kearney training an agent because we want to hire an agent or even 2 agents in Kearney. And I said, have you lost your ever-loving mind? What am I going to do with my chickens? They don't even allow
that more than once.
Yeah, there you go.
I have my chickens. We have our goats that constantly get out and eat everything. You know, I don't know who would want to buy our house. Half the time my oak tree, the leaves are gone because the goats get out. So there's those hard conversations of when you're growing and you have growth, and James is a district agent, so he's responsible for hiring those agents and training them. Oh.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
You know, we've set a good standard, I think, here in Broken Bow. Again, we're so fortunate. We're blessed. We have great staff, great agents. And I think we've built a model office, really, right here in Broken Bow. There's offices in Omaha, Lincoln, Grand Island that are envious of the office that is here in Broken Bow. It's not because of us. It's because of the people here in Broken Bow.
It is a wonderful community.
Our agents,
it really is.
Our staff, Tanya, Jenny, they're awesome. They make it. And we are the envy of a lot of other firms in the state. And I don't know that people know that. But so we are expanding into Kearney. We're looking to hire someone there. So if you know anybody that is looking at working for an experienced firm and with a great company, you can call us at 872-6810. But also we've built a great team. You know, Rebecca, she came from an accounting background, and we can utilize her background in that arena in what she's doing today and helping us in the office. So if we need someone to look at a 1040 or schedules or anything like that, she's been there, done that, and she can help with that. You know, Tanya is the face of our office. Anybody that comes in, she's typically the first person that you see, and she is so loving and caring. She'll welcome you in and make you feel loved when you come in. It's amazing how she does that. She's just a great person.
I think that's just who she is.
Yeah,
she really is.
Yeah.
And I do know that it's important to her for people to feel comfortable and welcome, and that is her gift for sure. So she does everything. She fixes people's phones. Right. The other day I got a call.
Wait a minute. She does what?
Yeah, she'll help people.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not kidding. I was watching her do that the other day. I did get a strange call, and I was in the Kearney office, and I was with another client. But when Tanya calls me, I always feel like, gosh, it must be important, because she tries not to bother us unless it's something. So she calls me. I'm in the Kearney office with another client. I said, I really need to take this because I don't know what's going on. If she's calling, it's probably important. I answer the phone. She goes, Stephanie, do you want these chickens this guy brought in? Because they are so cute. They're in the Broken Bow office right now. Yes, there's a bunch of little chickens, and if you want them, she goes, oh, they're so adorable. I think you need to add to your flock. And I said, I will call you back. And the lady goes, you have chickens in your Broken Bow office? Is that normal? I go, I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, but isn't rural America great?
Yes. It is.
That's great.
I mean, if you can watch a parade, I seen the Austrians and the Christians go through with their float, and you watch a parade with a bunch of cattle on the float, you know you're in western Nebraska.
Yeah.
So,
isn't that awesome?
Which is fun. It is. And I think that's part of just being involved in a community and loving those around us. And
well, just to build a little bit on what you guys are talking about, what you guys deal with can be intimidating to a lot of people, and I'm going to put myself in that boat. I mean, you know, when you're talking about, well, whether it be life insurance or managing your money or planning for retirement or getting into the Medicare situation and what insurance is best for me, man, that can really be intimidating. But I can tell you through personal experience that you don't have to be intimidated when you walk into Klang Financial, because that is something you both of you, I know, don't want to have happen. Everybody's in a different place in their life, and that's where you speak to them at.
Well,
right?
I think because we've been there, you
Yeah.
know, I grew up north of Taylor on a ranch, and I remember not even having a Christmas. You know, Mom would be like, you know, weird things are a little tight, and I think because of my background, I appreciate that you have to start somewhere, and not everybody is, you know, has a large estate to work with. But on the other hand, some people do, and you need to be educated on the larger estates and how they work for, you know, planning legally, planning with your CPA. And James talks about all the different ways to plan to help you for less taxation and passing it on to your family. And I know there are a lot of things out there now that they're marketing well and they're regrouping their ideas, but it's all kind of the same thing. You know, there isn't anything different between investment offices or managed accounts. It's really getting comfortable with your advisor and trusting them with your next steps. And so if you can do that, and it may not be James, it may not be Rebecca or Tim, but whoever it is, if you get into someone, they're like, wow, I really appreciate the advice. I know that you're here to help me. You're not just here to help yourself. And you feel comfortable that way, man, hang on to those people because the industry changes as far as marketing goes, and rules and regulations will change, but being comfortable with your advisor and being able to be open with what you want to do and honest about, you know, where you are financially is really the key, I think.
Yeah.
And we love people, so we'd love to help you, but there isn't, you know, where our personalities don't fit everybody. And I'm glad that there are other advisors that can help where we can't that way. And I don't know about the envy of other offices. I don't know if I agree with James on that, but I do appreciate that the people that are there in our office work hard. And I mean, like, above and beyond. Yeah. So the craziness of that is we can be gone and all of a sudden, like, all of our files are changed when we get back. Things are like walls are painted. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah,
and
we
organized.
We were gone for a few days and we come back, and Jenny and Tanya both decided upon themselves to become notaries.
Yeah, they're notaries.
And so we have
They've
two
been
notaries in the
almost
office.
a year now.
That's good to know.
Because they were motivated enough themselves to do it. So
Yeah.
that's the kind of people we have working for us. They're
well, it
with
sounds
us.
to me like it's a reason to take more vacations for the two of you.
No. I think we should send them on a vacation. Everybody's
There you
talking
go.
about a beach, and I get notes for. I get notes. The girls will say, "We need more files. We need more sticky notes." And the last one was, you know, yellow files, hanging files, sticky notes, preferably in lavender, and then a trip to Thermopolis. So I assume Thermopolis is like a hot springs sort of thing. So they do kind of give us hints.
Well, maybe one of
of
these
what they-
days we'll see.
Yeah.
You just quickly, you mentioned trust, and I think that is such a important word, especially with there are so many things that are appealing on commercials, on televisions, and whatever you find on Facebook. And you've got to be really careful when not
really
saying
do.
that some of those things aren't good, because they probably are, but having someone you can trust is very important in it.
Yeah. And I've made mistakes in the past, and I probably will continue to make mistakes in the future. But the wholehearted background of our office and what we want to do for people is really just doing the right things. And I think that's probably the biggest hurt, that if I ever hear, oh, you're doing it for reasons that are more selfish, I think that would probably be the biggest kick in the pants for me, because it really isn't. Bottom line, we want to do, and we want to educate ourselves well enough to know what is best for you. And asking a lot of questions. We ask a ton of questions, it seems like, but it's just in order to get you to the spot of, hey, is this really the direction you want to go, whether it's Medicare or health insurance or retirement planning, long-term care planning, and making it as easy as possible for you, because there are a lot of things, a lot of paperwork. I filed a long-term care claim yesterday, and it's one of those old ones that they pay unlimited benefits forever. And I guarantee you this person will use it. So that's exciting. It's like, gosh, you paid into something for so long. Now I get to help you go on claim. So things like that. And even if you didn't buy the policy in our office, we are constantly helping people with claims of some agent that doesn't exist anymore, or they had passed away, or whatever it may be. Just feel free to come in. It doesn't cost you anything, and we're glad to help. We have the staff that wants to help, and that's pretty great. It is.
Yeah, whether it's with your cell phone, your chickens.
Yeah, your chickens.
Investments or life insurance. We tell our staff and our agents, anybody who walks through that door, we're going to help.
Yeah.
They want some help. Doesn't matter what it is, or how, if it doesn't matter how it affects us financially. If they never do business with us, that's not the purpose. We're there.
Yeah.
We're
Right.
there to help people. We're here for the community. We're honored to be able to give back. And anybody that wants to come in and just chat, share their stories, or let us help you. We're here to help, and that's what we love to do. And we're just thankful to be here. And
or hear James and I argue, because we do that in the front office too.
We've
been caught doing that. Yeah, where he's like, you need to probably come to Kearney with me today, and I'm like, I don't want to go to Kearney today, and then it becomes a back and forth.
Well,
I
fine,
usually
I'll
win.
Take Tim with me then.
Yes, he has other people. So
it's great.
In love, right?
Yes.
All in
It's
love.
fun. It's always fun in the office.
It is.
Well, it's been fun having you guys in the studio, and a great conversation. This is the kind of service you get, folks, with Klang Financial. Anything else that you guys wanted to mention before we let you go this morning?
Was it Dave's birthday recently?
No, not recently.
Okay,
No.
I thought someone said
Yeah.
it was. Huh. Good thing I didn't bring.
I don't believe
flowers
so.
or
Anyway,
cookies.
now you got me freaking out. I'm like, did we miss Dave's birthday?
Did we miss Dave's birthday?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, Andrew did a good job, didn't he? With Rise, and that's
Yes.
a great new
It
place there.
is.
That's
That's
awesome.
exciting
Glad
for
someone's doing
them.
something with that Gary's. That's
Yeah, it's we were talking about that off the air. I think it's coming together. So yeah,
That is
that's
exciting.
great.
I have a
It
lot
is
of people
exciting.
talking about it,
Yeah.
so good
Good.
for them. We're excited.
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, great to see the community grow in all kinds of ways.
Absolutely.
Oh, we do have Rebecca turning 50. Speaking of birthdays.
Oh.
Yeah, we might as well say that on the air. I'm going to be in trouble for that
I'm
one.
not going to say it.
Well, you didn't. I did.
Well, I don't know where to go from that because I don't want to get into trouble.
Right? There's rumors that she's part of the Chicago Mafia.
Oh, my. Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Guys, we need to talk next time Dave's here.
Yeah, we'll see what
Ask her
Dave has to
about
say.
that.
There we go. All right.
Thank you, Brent.
we'll mark that down as one of our topics of discussion next
Yeah,
time.
right?
All right.
Sounds great.
Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Klang Financial, our guest on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
autumn. Pumpkins, leaves, and accents that bring your home to life. Visit soon or shop online at thesecretgardenonline.com. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under heaven. Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1. Remember them for memorial gifts too. The Secret Garden, 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north.
Looking for banking that fits your lifestyle? At Burning Bank, our online and mobile banking puts the power in your pocket. Check your balance on the go, set spending controls, and stay ahead of fraud with real-time alerts. Pay bills, view transactions, and manage your money anytime, anywhere. Bank smarter, not harder, with Burning Bank. Fast, secure, convenient. It's time to build, grow, and thrive. Call Burning Bank today. Burning Bank, member FDIC.
Back to school means backpacks, bus stops, and checkups. Make sure your child is ready to start the year healthy and strong with a back-to-school visit to Central Nebraska Medical Clinic. From sports physicals to vaccinations and wellness exams, their friendly team is there to help your student thrive all year long. Same-day appointments available, and they accept most insurance plans. Call 308-872-2486 or visit cnmcpc.com to schedule today. Central Nebraska Medical Clinic, caring for your family every step of the way.
This week at Geared for Sports in Broken Bow, gear up with a new pair of shoes. That's right, when you shop with them this week, you'll save 20% off all regular priced footwear. Brands like Brooks, Under Armour, Merrell, Twisted X, Kane, Ufas, Mountain Coast are on the shelves, as well as new arrivals from New Soul and Skechers. The semi-annual shoe sale at Geared for Sports. 20% off all regular priced footwear. Open Monday to Friday 10 to 6, Saturday 10 to 4, and Sundays noon to 4. West side of the square in Broken Bow at Geared for Sports.
Reap big bucks when you sow food plot seed mixes from Arrow Seed. Food plots help develop healthier wildlife populations by providing a high-quality, nutritious food source. Arrow Seed offers a full line of perennial mixes, including Full Potential and Trophy Banquet. Crunch and Munch, Brassica Plus, Deer Delight, and Green Screen are annual food plot mixes. Mixes can be planted in the spring or fall. Plant some on your site and watch the buck grow. Stop by your local Arrow Seed dealer, visit arrowseed.com, or like Arrow Seed's Facebook page to learn more about food plots and how they can work for you.
Are you or someone you know struggling with depression, anxiety, trauma, or other mental health challenges? Do you wonder where you can get help and support locally? An online list is ready and available for you that includes local, trained, caring mental health providers. Visit mhpcc.org. Mental health providers and services available in Custer County can be found quickly and easily at mhpcc.org.
And we're back on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Good to have you along as we continue to roll through the morning together. Well, it's Thursday, so that means it's Market on the Square in Broken Bow today, and we have a list of some of the vendors who are scheduled to be there today, so let's run down that list for you. Scheduled to be in downtown Broken Bow today around the square, Something Out of Nothing, G&G So Perfect, Fresh to Fiesta Produce, also Mickey's Greenhouse, Debbie D's Bakery, Country Crafters and C&D Tack Shack, Busy Bee Goods, Steve's Rocks, Dickerson Chip Repair, Anna's Papooses, Tropical Snow, Straight Arrow Bison, St. Paul's Evangelical Lutheran Church, Dirty Sodas, and Bloom Dolls Flower Farm. Some of the vendors scheduled to be at Market on the Square today in downtown Broken Bow, so check that out. Also, the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce wants you to mark on your calendar the following events as well. It's Sip and Socialize Women's Night, scheduled for September 8th. It'll be from 5:30 until 9. They'll meet at the Stockman's venue across from the Sale Barn in Broken Bow, so check that out, ladies. Tickets are on sale now at the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce. And then, guys, the men's steak fry is coming up on September the 15th from 5:30 until 9 at the Broken Bow Golf Club. Now, I was visiting with Steph earlier in the week, and they're going back to the old days, okay? So I know Jack didn't get an opportunity to experience this. Jack's back in the studio with us now. But back in the old days, the men's steak fry, you had to bring your own knife. All right? So bring your own knife, guys. Now, the first steak fry that I ever went to, Dave and Bob, bless their hearts, took me under their wing, and took me over to the Broken Bow Golf Course. My goodness, when would this have been? Early 90s, at least. So we're over there, and nobody realized you had to bring your own knife.
Oh, no.
So there was a group of us sitting around. I'm going to guess like about 10 of us. And Bob Bowles, who many of you know, Bob worked here for many, many years, was Dave's co-host for many years on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Bob had his pocket knife with him. And it probably wasn't the cleanest knife in the drawer, but 10 guys sharing that pocket knife to cut our steak. That was awesome. So we'll kind of maybe go back to those days. So, yeah, bring your pocket knife, bring a steak knife, guys. But I'm told bring your own knife.
Yep.
That'll be the men's steak fry coming up September the 15th from 5:30 until 9 at the Broken Bow Golf Club this year. Tickets are on sale for both events, so contact the Broken Bow Chamber office at 872-5691. The earlier the better, because obviously they have to make arrangements for food prep and everything. So get your tickets now at the Broken Bow Chamber office.
All right, off-Broadway and assisted and independent living, located at 403 South 1st Avenue here in Broken Bow. They're hiring for a nighttime medication aide with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Some of the full-time benefits include free Click membership, free dental and vision, long-term disability and life insurance, paid time off, and more. Join a supportive, welcoming team dedicated to providing excellent care to their residents. You can contact them today. Call 308-872-2522 and ask for Julie, or you can visit them in person at 403 South 1st Avenue here in Broken Bow to get an application.
All right, thanks, Jack. Another event that's coming up this weekend we want to remind you about. Make plans now to attend the Mid-Nebraska Rifle and Pistol Club's annual gun show. It is this weekend, August 16th and 17th, at the One Box Convention Center in Broken Bow, featuring 80 tables of firearms, ammo, and accessories. All local, state, and federal firearm laws will be enforced. Admission to the event is $5. Kids 12 and under will be admitted free with an adult. Come hungry and enjoy food because the Four Valleys 4-H concession stand will be open during the weekend. It is all taking place this Saturday and Sunday. The hours on Saturday for the show will be 9 to 5, and then they'll be open Sunday from 9 until 3. The Mid-Nebraska Rifle and Pistol Club Gun Show at the One Box Convention Center in Broken Bow. Make plans to attend this weekend.
All right, Roxanne with Nebraska Land Hearing. She's a board-certified hearing instrument specialist with over 35 years of experience right here in Broken Bow. Do you struggle with your hearing and or worry about missing out on conversations with family and friends at gatherings? You can stop in to see Roxanne. She can help. Local dependable service right here in Broken Bow. Free hearing evaluation and free office calls. Free extended warranties on new hearing aids, and extended discounts for new and returning patients for buying local. Also, pricing available to fit all budgets. There is no need to travel to Lincoln or Omaha or even Denver. Roxanne sells the top technology available in the world right here in Broken Bow. Receive good local service, free follow-up care, and office visits. Roxanne provides state-of-the-art tech, which includes rechargeable hearing aids, no batteries to worry about replacing. You can call 308-384-3852 to make an appointment. She's located in the Broken Bow Chamber Building. The business name is on the glass window in front.
All right, thanks, Jack. Currently 72 degrees here in our KCNI KBBN studios. Getting close to 9 o'clock. We'll check in with the news after this timeout.
Savings are waiting in all departments for you at Varney Pharmacy in Broken Bow. Men's and women's 50-plus formula multivitamins, 100 count Centrum Silver is $11.48. Or get 100 count from Leader Brand for $6.98. 6 count lidocaine pain patches are $8.88 if you choose Solonopus, or $6.88 from Leader Brand. Hydrocortisone creams are $5.98 from Cortisone 10, or choose Leader Brand for $2.88. Varney Pharmacy has the selection you're looking for and the prices you appreciate. Located in downtown Broken Bow.
At Gothenburg Health, we understand that women's health is personal. That's why our clinic and specialty clinic offers comprehensive family practice, obstetric services, and an OBGYN specialist to support you in every stage of a woman's life. From routine exams and prenatal care to specialized treatments, our experienced providers and specialists are here to guide and care for you with the sensitivity you deserve. Schedule your appointment today and experience the difference. Gothenburg Health Clinic and Specialty Clinic, helping people live their best lives.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. 1 day to go until the Trump-Putin summit in Alaska. CBS's Nancy Cordes is in Anchorage.
Great relief of European leaders. President Trump now seems to be adjusting his aims for tomorrow's meeting. He's no longer vowing to work out some kind of territorial swap with Putin.
Forecasters keeping a close eye on Tropical Storm Erin as the system continues to intensify in the Atlantic. Meteorologist Craig Allen says it could reach hurricane status this weekend.
Erin is going to be moving into a much more favorable environment over the next 24 hours, and I think rapid intensification is going to become a major concern.
Cheers all the way around on a Breeze Airways flight that made an emergency landing in Colorado.
Thank you!
Relief when a fellow passenger held down a drunken man who'd broken out of his restraints after he yelled racial slurs at the crew and waved a skateboard around. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Dan Byer.
Tough time for the Dodgers, especially against their crosstown rival.
And he lines one left center, a base hit. Ward scores. Moore's on his way home. The big hit from O'Hoppe gives the Angels the lead. It's 6-5.
Angels scoring twice in the bottom of the 8th inning, courtesy of FanDuel TV, and they topped the Dodgers 6-5 to not only sweep the 3-game set they played in Anaheim, but also the entire season series. 6-0. Angels get that 6-5 win, while the Dodgers are now a game back of the Padres for first place in the NL West. Rays topped the A's last night 8-2. Astros down the Red Sox 4-1. And the Mets are just holding on to the final wild card in the NL by a game over the Reds after falling to the Braves 11-6. The Jacksonville Jaguars activated second-round pick defensive tackle Mason Smith. BMW Championship starts today on the PGA Tour. Scotty Scheffler and Rory McIlroy tee at 11:16 Eastern.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. A heat advisory begins at 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon and continues until 8 p.m. tomorrow night. Highs level off around 93. Today, under sunny skies, south winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Slight chance of rain showers. Tonight, lows level off around 69, partly cloudy skies. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Gateway Motors, Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Head to East Highway 2 in Broken Bow to visit with their friendly staff, schedule service with their experienced service department, or swing in for quick lube service. Visit gatewaymotorsbrokenbow.com.
9:03 is the time. Jack he's like guarding the current conditions over there, so I guess I'll have him share them with you.
72 degrees outside under sunny skies. Winds out of the south definitely picking up a little bit. I've seen gusts up to 25 miles per hour, but right now 10 to 20 out of the south. Barometric pressure at 29.88, humidity 86%. Only a trace of rain in the last 24 hours. The precipitation for this month at 67 hundredths. High yesterday of 87, overnight low of 69. Sunset today 8:38 and sunrise tomorrow 6:48.
All right, thanks, Jack. Big event coming up this weekend, and we encourage you to attend Livin' Out Loud. If you're not familiar with the celebration and festival It is a free outreach event in a relaxed outdoor setting to promote Christian fellowship with a purpose to glorify Jesus Christ through Christian music, testimony, and other talents as he provides. This has really turned into a huge event. This year, the event will once again take place at Lake Helen in Gothenburg, and it is scheduled for this Saturday, August 16th, beginning at 4:45 Saturday afternoon. The amazing thing about this is it's free. They've had some wonderful donations and sponsorships that make that possible. So the event is free and open to the public. They encourage you to attend. And here's a rundown of some of the Christian music artists that will be performing. Their headliner this year is Torrin Wells. Also performing this year, We Are Messengers, Charity Gale, Band Reeves, and Claire Leslie. I'm going to take a moment and read something that was said by one of last year's attendees. His name was Jason, and he shared this. He said, quote, I attended Living Out Loud last year not knowing what to expect, but by the end of the night, I felt a renewed hope and closeness to God like never before. So lives are touched, hearts are healed when we gather in Jesus' name. So bring a friend who needs encouragement. You never know how God might move. It's a great event, has turned into a big event in Gothenburg. It'll be at Lake Helen, and it's coming up on Saturday, August the 16th, beginning at 4:45, Living Out Loud.
It's a great one. I got to go see Skillet when they played there.
Ah, there you go.
That was my first time going. It was pretty cool.
All right. Well, we'll encourage you to attend. Bring your lawn chairs, I'm told.
Yes.
So, but it'll be a great event. I think the weather is going to cooperate. I haven't seen anything too severe showing up in the forecast. Might be a little bit warm on Saturday, but we know how to deal with that. So we encourage you to attend Living Out Loud. It'll take place in Gothenburg this Saturday. have you with us. Brent and Jack here in the studio, and on the phone now joining us is our friend Matt with Subway. Matt, I guess the first question we always ask you is, where are you?
Sitting at home drinking a cup of coffee.
Well, hey, there you go. All right. Well, I don't know if you've had a chance to meet Jack Simpson or not. Jack's been with us a little over a year now, but he's in the studio with us today, and he told me that he has a couple of questions for you. So I'm going to let him get us started, all right?
I do.
All right.
So I guess the first question I have, is there any new menu items that you can tell us about coming?
Not that I have heard of yet. I know coming up we have a new window launching. I think it's in less than a month, and there's going to be a bunch of huge changes to Subway.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that's about all I'm able to actually tell.
Oh, come on, Matt. Come on, let's get some breaking news here.
I can't do the breaking news yet.
All right. Okay.
I guess my next question is, I love the app, first of all. I love the fact that you can actually save your items that you order and stuff. Is there anything, I guess, trying to think of how to word this, is there any coupons, I guess is the right word, coming that you know of?
They run a whole bunch of different coupons through the app. I don't currently know which one they're on right now. I've actually been really busy in the last week and a half, 2 weeks, that I haven't even checked a lot of my emails. But yeah, they always have new and exciting things through the app. Like, I know like a week ago it was buy a foot long, get one 50% off, if I'm correct. So you'd have to actually check the app, and I'm kicked off of mine right at the moment. I got to reset it up.
All right.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that, man, because I think I'm at the same place with my app. I tried to order off the app on my phone the other day, and it said I had to reload the app or something. So yeah. Since we're on the topic of the app, I know something that I have found out. Always make sure you check your notifications. Emails I know they come to me anyway. I've got my email address associated with the app, and so they'll send me emails, but if you don't, sometimes they'll end up, at least with me, in your spam folder or like in the promotions. You know, if you click promotions, then you get all these emails, and sometimes you'll get one from Subway. It's good to check those out because they may not appear in your inbox. They may be somewhere else in your email, but those notifications always tell you what's going on, and some of the deals you can get through the app are really pretty fantastic.
Yes, they are. Some of them are just too good to be true. What did they have? I've seen this year where you get a foot long and you get one for 99 cents.
Yeah, took advantage of that one.
Yeah, I think you took advantage of that, didn't you?
I did, yes. That is one that I took advantage of.
Yeah, so there's so many savings through that app, and then plus every $40 you spend, you get $2 back, which I always tell everybody it's better than the IRS because IRS doesn't even give you money back like that.
Yeah. Well, the one thing I like about those $2 off, that's a good reason for me to add a cookie to my order.
Yeah. And then I believe you get a free cookie on your birthday and a sandwich or something. So there's just so many savings on that app that it's just unreal.
Yeah. Well, and the thing since we're on the topic of it, Matt, the thing that I enjoy is it's very easy to navigate through it. I remember when I first ordered on it, I was a little bit nervous. I'm like, oh my goodness, you can make your sandwich so many different ways. I'm like, is this going to be easy to order on or not? But boy, it just takes you through every step. Do you want this? Do you want this added? Do you not want this? It's super easy to use and very user friendly, it seems like to me.
Yeah, it's like in a Subway employee is standing there asking you all the questions, and you just go through it all. And then it suggests everything that you can possibly add to your sandwich. So it kind of helps you format and change and upgrade your sandwich to something you like.
Yeah. Of course, obviously, we talk sandwiches when we're talking Subway, but so many other different aspects to the menu. Run down the sidekicks or the side options. Are the nachos still available?
No, they are not.
They're done.
I believe
Okay.
right now all we have are the dippers.
All right.
And then the foot-long cookie.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
So,
of course, you still do the wraps, the salads, the protein bowls. I know have become a big hit for you.
yes, they have. And they're actually changing a lot of the stuff in this next window, so you're going to be probably excited to see a lot of stuff. One thing that I can probably tell you is the wraps are coming back, the old tortillas.
Oh, okay, great. I know a lot of people enjoyed those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I didn't know why they got rid of them because they were a huge hit. But, yeah, those are supposedly coming back, and I'm hoping it's on this next window.
All right, sounds good. Are you sure you don't want to share any breaking news with us? Come on, give us some.
I could probably do it next week.
Give us some
but
items,
this
Matt.
is a little too soon.
Okay. We like giving you a hard time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Help-wise, where do you stand on your staff with the Broken Bow store? Still looking for help?
Yes, we are always hiring. You might be that hidden gem we're looking for. So if you're looking for a spot 1 or 2 days a week or 5 days a week, or if you're like me, 7 days a week, we might have a spot for you.
All right. One thing that I don't think we've touched on the last few visits with you, the box lunches. I know those have become a huge hit, and as people are working out in the fields we've got obviously school starting back up. Pretty soon people are going to be on the road going to school events or school activities. Those box lunches I know have become a big hit.
Yes, they have. That is a really good thing, a tool for us. So, like, you can customize each box lunch if you wanted to. I just had a lady email me over an order for 30 sandwiches, and every one of them is different.
Ah, yeah.
And so that's going to be a fun order, but, yeah, it's really a nice time saver for people that have a lot of people they're feeding, and everybody likes different stuff.
You mentioned that large order on the box lunches, Matt. If someone has a large order like that and they want several box lunches put together, whether they're feeding a working crew or a group of athletes or something, I'm assuming that a call ahead of time so that you can prepare those really helps your staff.
Yes, it does. If you can give at least a 24-hour notice, that helps out a lot. You can either order by calling us, or you can actually go to our the website and ordering right off of it.
All right, sounds good. Anything else you want to mention before we let you go?
It looks like it's a beautiful day outside, so it'd be a good day to picnic in the park because we're not going to have too many of those left.
True. And I assume if they're going to picnic in the park, maybe the perfect treat is a Subway sandwich?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Sounds good. Hey, Matt, it's always good to talk to you. Take care. We'll visit with you again next week.
Right on. Thank you.
All right. There you go. Matt, the owner of the Broken Bow Subway, joining us here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Broken Bow, it's time to cruise. Thursday, August 21st from 5 to 8 p.m., we're celebrating the brand new Smooth Road in Broken Bow. Grab your crew, shine up your car, and roll through town. While you're out, listen for special promotions from stores and restaurants on the square and all over Broken Bow. It's the perfect night to shop, dine, and cruise in style. Cruise the Bow, Thursday, August 21st, 5 to 8 p.m. Don't miss it.
I'm sure.
Well, I got a lot of comments, and I'll just leave it at that. Comments when you sang last time. So if you would like to...
I'm okay.
You sure?
I'm sure.
All right. Okay. Well, folks, you can take the stage and have a lot of fun with Thunder Karaoke. That'll be at Sylvester's tomorrow night. All right. Let's see. Kind of wrapping things up here on the Breakfast Show today. We got time for one more song. So we're going to choose this one. This is a song that was covered by, well, a group of country artists. Sugarland, Little Big Town, Jake Owen, among them. They came out on stage and did a cover of this song. So we're going to end with this on the Breakfast Show this morning. Thanks for listening, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your day.